check.
The gentlelady yields. I now recognize the gentlelady from Michigan, Ms. McLean.
Thank you, Mr. Chairman, and thank you all for being here today. I really appreciate your time. I think we all want the next generation to grow up in a good, safe environment, correct? Anyone disagree? Okay. Mr. Spence, or Dr. Spence, excuse me, I'd like to start with you. Can you share with me what your school's policy is on videotaping in private spaces?
Yes, that's not allowed.
It's not allowed. What would be the punishment for such behavior?
I mean, there's a range of punishments up to and including long-term suspension.
Give me some ranges.
Sure. As I said, in-school suspension, long-term suspension, up to and leading expulsion. Just depends on case-by-case basis what's occurred.
What's the criteria that you would use to determine the punishment?
So we would look at sort of from a progressive discipline standpoint, for example, what was videotaped, whether or not
what would be acceptable?
Again, nothing's acceptable in terms of videotaping.
Okay, so
students aren't supposed to have access
you
to
have a
those
policy like
devices at
no
all.
videotaping allowed whatsoever, right?
Right, of other students, correct.
Okay. Could you ever see a realm where people that got videotaped would be the actual perpetrator, the people that actually were videotaped were the problem? Could you ever see that being a problem?
So no. Well,
Good,
I
thank
I
you.
know where you're
Let me
going,
ask you a
but
couple questions
no,
since
sure.
you said
Let's
no. I
ask those
appreciate
questions.
that. Let's go on to a specific instance that happened in May 2025. 3 boys at Stonebridge High School complained to the administrators that after they were filmed by a biological female in the boys' locker room, which you clearly stated is unacceptable, and you can't see a scenario that would be a problem. Could you tell me what your school's response was to that?
So, and I know this is going to be frustrating to you, but I'm not
It's not going to be frustrating to me. It's going to be frustrating to you.
I'm not going to speak on the specifics of
Okay, you want to speak some
individual
hypotheticals?
students.
If you don't want to
willing
speak specifics, that's cool. No, I'll give you your world.
I'm willing to speak
I'll
in
give
general.
you don't want to speak specifics.
I'm willing to speak in general and say.
Okay, great. Let's speak in specific. Let's speak in general.
That based on our policies, we would never discipline students absent a violation.
Okay, cool. Let's speak in hypotheticals.
Disciplinary policy.
I'm gonna give you your world, right? Since you're afraid to speak in specifics, even though your guidelines
I'm not
are
going to speak about a
specific.
specific student incident.
Okay, just out of curiosity, why not?
Because I'm not at liberty to,
Sure you are.
to share
You're choosing
information
not to. This
about
isn't a
student disciplinary
can't,
matters.
sir.
And-
You're a highly educated individual. You know you can speak on specifics. This is a won't, but I'll give you your world. Let's speak in hypotheticals. So hypothetically speaking, there are 3 boys in a locker room. Hypothetically speaking, what usually happens in a locker room? People change in a locker room. They undress. It should be a private space, hypothetically speaking, right, sir? Mr. Spence, you paying attention?
I am.
Okay, great. So hypothetically speaking, is that correct?
Hypothetically speaking,
Super, great.
I'm just to clarify. Hypothetically speaking,
hypothetically
students
speaking.
change in locker rooms and should be able to change.
Right, it's
in
kind of
locker
a private space, right? Yeah, good. I'm glad we agree. So let me get this. In what universe, hypothetically speaking, would it make sense to you for a biological female, or anyone for that matter, to come in and begin videotaping me, and then the three boys that hypothetically in your world got videotaped, got a 10-day suspension, and the perpetrator, the biological female in the boys' bathroom that's supposed to be a safe space, which you say is completely unacceptable to film in safe places, could you explain in what realm, what universe, hypothetically speaking, that biological female would receive a lesser sentence? The person that does the filming gets, say, hypothetically, a 1-day in-school suspension, hypothetically. But the victims that got filmed got a 10-day suspension, hypothetically. What's your response to that hypothetical question?
Our school division would not discipline students absent a violation of our disciplinary policies.
Excuse me? What the heck does that mean?
Our
So
school
in
division
what
would not
realm
discipline
does that make
students
sense to you?
absent a violation of our
So
disciplinary
what realm
policy.
does that make sense to you, sir?
Our school division
That's a great answer
would
to a
not
question I didn't
discipline
ask.
students absent a violation of our
Okay,
disciplinary
the
policy.
victim's got a 10-day suspension, hypothetically. The person, the biological female that did the filming got a 1-day
lady's
suspension,
time is expired.
hypothetically. You're telling me that's okay? That's tolerable? That's cool? That's acceptable?
As I said before, our school district would
You're
not
weak.
discipline students.
You are extremely weak,
The,
pathetic, and thank God my children didn't go to your school.
I disagree with your
And I-
characterization.
you can disagree hypothetically.
Gentlelady's time has expired. I now recognize the gentleman from Virginia, ranking